Hello, I'm Claus Andersen here with the trade of the day in the DAX. And it was a fast trade today. The day was over pretty quick if you had just a somewhat modest goal. As you see, beyond my usual scope over here. Normally I would have it set on 200 points like this, but today's chart simply can't fit in 200 points, so I compress it a bit. And major support below down here, major resistance up there. Overnight we had a strong bull move up into the resistance, and then we had this sideways. Looks like a normal small bull flag. Looked to go long, except these past couple of days has been a lot up and down. So now more trading range price action ish context. So you figure every breakout attempt is gonna fail. This right here, that's the open bar. These bars right here, that's the pre-market. These three bars, that's the final three bars before the open, and they form a bear bar that opens up here and closes down there on the 15-minute time frame. So on the 15-minute time frame, this is a bear sell setup. The open right here, that's also a bear. So the open setup says sell below a bar like this, and that's the trade of the day. And once you're in this trade right here, you get your scalp and you get your stop to break even, and price never went back tested this area, break even area up here. So basically you could still be short with a break even stop on this trade, but I couldn't help but mentioning this next trade. You have a spike phase going on for the bears right down here. You have a bull bar up here, correction all the way up to here, and then in the final minute the bar traded down, closed near the low. I like to add on a bar like this, low one or first entry short. If you're counting bars in the spike phase, often you get a retest of this low right here as a minimum. And often when you're in the spike phase, if you wait for the second entry, then you miss it. Pros on this trade of the day up here, it's at major resistance. This major resistance up here, these highs here, I moved it down after this touch right here. You could put it somewhere like this. Recent bounces matter more, so I'm going to put it at this high right here, but you saw sellers up here. And also signal bar closes all the way near the low after bulls had their attempt at trading this bar higher, closed all the way down there. And as I talked about the 15-minute, I'm just gonna go to the 15-minute in just a second, so you can see the bars up here. And also it's the open setup. Often when you get a setup like this from the open, just a second. Okay, so I had slight interruption there, but back at the screens here, and I was talking about this sell open technique right here, where when the open bar and the context is good, and the bar confirms the context of this being resistance and us moving away from resistance towards support, then take the trade and put the stop. You can put it either just above the bar or above the resistance area right here. I prefer just well, in this case I would put it up here above the 15-minute bar. And just to remove this right down here, the 15-minute bar, this is the bar before the open, pre-market bar right here. Look at this huge bull push up into resistance right here, testing this area over here from yesterday. And then you have this large bear bar closed near the lows right here, and that's your pre-market signal. So that's why I like to go short right there. And the 15-minute bar after the open, that's a huge bear bar right here. How many points is that? That's 58 points. So if you go short down there, your stop has to be about 60 points or something like that. that's a bit spicy for me. You could just trade about half your size or a third of your normal size and then go short right down here, but then you're suddenly trading off another time frame. I don't know if you like that, but it did confirm this initial setup over here. So what speaks against this trade right here? Well, you had this strong bull move before the open, and it's not a normal setup. If you were looking for a normal second entry short or something like that, failed second entry long, then you would have had first entry short, second entry short up here. But as we're moving up, then you're not looking to count the short entries. You're looking to count the long entries. And that's the first entry long, and you don't get any other technical signs for a long entry up here. Drop down to a smaller time frame like this right here, and you see a lot of stuff going on down in here. You got a 1, 2, 3 push pattern down, and then you get a 1, 2, 3 push pattern up, some sideways. So a lot more going on this time frame right here. You got a lower high and a small channel moving down here, and see that's just before the open down here, and this is the open. Look at these tails above closing near the lows, and when we broke down below this bar right here, that's your sell signal for the open breakout. But don't trade off the 1 minute time frame, just to illustrate that more is going on up here than just a failed first entry and 2 attempts to go lower in here. Well, that's it for today. I'm Claus Andersen. Have a nice trading week.